So what else can we automate here? Well, it would be nice if I didn't have to tune it this way, right, to choose different pitches. So the other thing I can do, remember I have voltage outputs here. I could go into the voltage control input for this oscillator from here. And then I have to flick this. This is set to internal control, which means it's tuned here. And I have to switch it to external.
Right.
Because it's going to get its control of pitch, control of the frequency from here now. And now, this
manually control the pitch for each one
Yep.
from those. So can you actually create a glissando then with putting the two patches together with the decay and the?
Yes. Yeah, I could use. Notice this is black. I mean, now you're getting ahead of us.
Sorry.
But no, that's okay. I could in fact simultaneously do this. So now the envelope shape, the amplitude shape, is going to track the frequency shape as well. But my guess is going to be pretty extreme. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah.
Ooh, someone's harmonics in there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
fun.
Right. So that kind of control is available to you. It's adding the voltages. So it's getting a voltage from here, and then a variable voltage from here, and summing them. So we could also not control it from there at all. Control it only from the envelope generator, and then, of course, since this is set, it's fixed. Each time I trigger it, it's going to sound the same. So actually, this other arrangement gave us more control, didn't it?
Why does it sound different? Like why
This
is
way?
each pad or each thing you're touching different?
Because
Because of
there's
the knob.
different
Yeah,
position.
the different.
here. And I've got a second voltage output here, a pair of outputs that comes from here. And, in fact, let's get rid of this envelope output. So we're just tuning them with these pots here. Okay, and let's make it hard to attack. Okay, and there's something else neat I can do, which is I can control the frequency of that oscillator with pair C here, which is controlled by finger pressure, not by these. So the harder I press, the higher the voltage. Make it longer so you can hear it change. And it makes a glissando from. And notice when it gets very low, you hear clicks because the frequency's too low to drive the loudspeakers. And that's fun.
Yeah.
And ultimately useful when when you're doing sound design for Star Wars and trying to make R2-D2, which is, I think, exactly one of the things that he did, by the way.
Yeah.
So, great. What about filtering? We talked about EQ a lot today. So, what we want to do is take our audio signal path, and right now it's shaped. Oops. And let's leave it with some different pitches for different control here. Okay, and take that signal itself. Let's make it totally rich, sawtooth level. So there's a lot of harmonic content. And instead of going right into the tie lines here, we'll come out here of the gate into the signal input of a filter. In fact, I've got this set up as a bandpass filter right now. It's selectable, so different kinds of filters. And we're going to, let's do internal control of this. Whoops, it would help if I took another audio line from here to the tie line so we can actually hear it. This is where, if this works. Okay, let's do that. Let's check this one more time. Good. And signal input. There we go. It's just. Right. So this is controlling bandwidth, and this is controlling center frequency. So the wider the bandwidth, the more frequencies high to low are being let through. And we can make that narrow. And now the center frequency is going to be, we've narrowed down the window that's passing through the filter. And the center frequency controls just where in the spectrum that's going to be. If it works. It was working. It's a little finicky, this thing. Yeah, now, I'm sure that's
Oh, it's low.
bad connection. Right?
Yeah. So,
But again, yeah, go ahead.
oh, sorry. Can we now, so we've got this little thing set up. Can we now just change our output from the sine wave and plug it in directly, or do we, I mean, how does that make stuff?
You could go directly from here into the filter.
Well, no, I mean, just changing the wave, or are they all the same in this module?
This module has sine waves or sawtooth waves, and you set it here.
Oh, okay.
All the way this way, it's a sine tone.
Okay.
All the way clockwise is a sawtooth wave, although I'm filtering it right now.
And then you have the square and the wave generator over.
That's
on the side.
correct.
Can
Yeah.
I just unplug it directly and move it over without any problems?
Well, the only thing you want to be careful about, some of these don't work or don't work well. So, and this one, see the X's, that one's pretty broken right now. So let's stick with this since we know it works.
Okay.
I mean, you really have to have someone go over the machine. But the great thing about these, and there are a lot of great things about them, but one of them is that it's is the voltage control feature. So here I'm controlling the various settings of the filter manually, but they're voltage inputs.
Yeah,
so
you
I
can,
could control the center frequency. Let's use voltage
like
B
a,
here
like a wah.
to control center frequency. Oh, I have to set that to external.
Right.
It's a good sound.
And now these voltages are determining what the center frequency is. You want to, what you said, someone said wah.
Yeah.
What if we take the finger pressure to control the center
Right.
frequency?
Yeah. Then you've got.
Or what we did more often was to use another envelope generator, probably
Yeah.
a separate one from the one controlling the shape, right? And trigger that. With a different length. Let's make it a long attack, say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
And likewise, I could control the band with a voltage. So let's make the bandwidth B here. These are nice because actually you can do this. You can piggyback. Use more than one. Either as an extension or usually to control things with multiple sources. And you see how you build up layers of control and it
Yeah.
starts to get a
Interesting.
little more unpredictable, a little more complex.
Can I try?